And so today we are going to be looking at this dating profile guy. We're not looking at the actual dating profile. We're looking at this guy who went viral for his dating profile. Let's see why. And now that we have our spectacles of sight beyond sight, 5 years on Tinder and swiped right 2 million times, and I got one date. It's time to Thailand Max, bro. So for any of you who don't understand what that means the guy that this dude's basically telling him to become a passport bro, and yeah, that's a big box of no. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Because you're gonna have the same freaking problems that you had here in the States in Thailand. Your women are gonna leave you. Anyways, that being said, let's take a look at the image a little bit closer. 26. I'm not at home. You can find me. What? What? You've been swiped 2 million times. I didn't even know this was a thing. Matches, that many chats, that many relationships, casual sex. What is this? What is this graph? I didn't know they added that, or maybe I was too stupid to know how they even came to that. But here he is. Man, he looks like a fun guy. Big fish. This right here. This right here. That shirt right there. Sit yes on my face. What kind of fish is that? Like, I'm genuinely curious. That fish, that looks like an angry fish. That looks like the kind that if you stuck your hand in its mouth, you'd lose your hand. So, this face right here, that is not the face of a man who is confident. I mean, he's got the whole mouth agape thing going on. Yeah, this is not a picture that you want on your dating profile. The footy and facial expression gives me the ick. He looks uncomfortable holding the fish. The fish looks uncomfortable being held by him. Are you saying that 2/3 of my dating profile shouldn't be fish pics? The only fish picture you should have in your dating profile is you holding a baby while playing with a stuffed animal of Nemo. Yeah, that actually works quite well. If women see you being, a dad, doing dad-like things, like, taking care of someone else's kid, or like a sister's kid or something like that, or a lot of times even if your own kid, if you got one. I mean, like, the only difference there is, like, if you've got your own kid, that might give some women the ick and say no because they don't want to help take care of somebody else's kid. But if they see you taking care of a child, that actually does quite well for you. He is a man discriminating taste, requiring women who appreciates his ability to provide. In the end, his demonstration of worth spared him a life of sin. The system works. What? Smells like teen statism. What? Okay, let's go to Bizlet. If you guys don't know who Bizlet is, he's the guy who showed the Jack chick with like the kind of like the poofy face. Is like, if you like this, you're gay. And it's like, I don't like saucy girls, but I don't think that makes you gay. Everyone's just like, lose weight and get jacked. I'm not sure most people even biologically capable of this in modern environment without drugs. I'm not on anything. Okay, one time, but like when I say one time, I mean one needle, and that was like 2 years ago. Why is everyone accusing me of being fat? I have a 32-inch waist at 5'11 and 175. Plan to get down to 160. I already run an hour every day. Yeah, that's your problem. You lift weights 5 times a week. That's your problem. And weigh my food. That's just too much. It's just the majority of people in general don't have the psychological makeup to do this. I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you. I don't. But running an hour every day, that's a big box of no. Lifting 5 times a week, you're not allowing for recovery. Let me see here. Also, a guy got swiped on. 2 million women. Most women are fat as well. Well, he's not wrong. He wasn't trying to hook up with models. I'm not the guy in the pic, by the way. I found his page at the front. 4chan's back up? Is it? Is it? Oh, it is. Okay. I thought it was like gone for good with that whole hack thing that happened. He's 26. I thought he... Oh yeah, he is 26. Yeah, some dudes like just when they're young, they turn middle-aged quickly. But they stay middle-aged until like for a while. Like this guy, his face isn't going to age much. He's just going to get a little salt and pepper. And he's not going to really age until he's like 65. He's going to look the same. Sure, Chad can make you orgasm 50 times in one night with his 8-inch cock chiseled abs, square jawline, but can he bring you an 8-foot marine creature from the ocean for sustenance? No. A man with a fish can. Wait, what? Is that some crypto shit? Alright. Well, let's go back to this. Yeah, so here's my addition to the conversation here. I was on Tinder for 6 months and had 40 dates, all but 10 of them ended with sex. I'm not a Chad, I'm just goofy. And this is honestly true. The thing about women is like they like what you make them feel. And this guy, especially in this picture, that look on his face, I got a fish. And the sit your ass on my face. I feel like they got a couple chuckles, but the face really kills it. Like, he's got no charisma with that particular hoodie. So that's not going to work for him in any way, shape, or form. But, like, that face alone, that's basically a soy jack face ready to be made. But, like, I don't know the guy. I don't know anything about him, so I'm not going to turn his face into my wall of soy jacks. I should turn that into a t-shirt. I need to find the file again. I haven't worked on that in forever. 5 million. Like, I didn't know this was even a thing. Like, I haven't been on Tinder in like 2 years. Like, it became a problem for me. Yeah, I got 40 dates, and like a good amount of the pictures that I had on my Tinder profile were taken by a professional. That's another thing. Like, I've literally only had one particular picture that was taken by my friend's phone, and well, oh wow, we had such good times. Oh, anyways, the mass majority of the pictures that I had on my Tinder profile were taken by a professional. I had one of the dog that was taken by me. I had one that was taken by a chick friend of mine. And, you know, there's a whole process there. There's a guy who's actually much better at setting up dating profiles than me, so I'm going to let him talk about it. His name is Alex from Playing with Fire. I watched a guide he made on it. I think it was actually on the 21 Studios thing for 21 convention. The guy is much better when it comes to online dating than I am, so I'm not going to give anyone advice on that particular wheelhouse. I'm not associated with Alex from Playing with Fire. You know, let me just pull him up real quick for you guys. Yes, I'm a Doom fan. Hold on. I'm just going to watch that later. This page right here.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to share with you the Ultimate 2020.
Yep. Ultimate 2024 texting guide. Oh, I'm not subscribed on this particular channel. Give him another one. But yeah, get my 7 best openers. I mean, there are things like a lot of the pickup bros that you see nowadays are just trying to sell you into more and more content to buying more and more crap of theirs. But like Alex is one of the few guys that I'm going to call legit. So there you go. He doesn't know who I am. I'm just going to say that. I'm not associated with him in any way. But going back to this is not a face that inspires charisma. This is not a face that is going to get the moist panties. Say yes on my face. That's a hoodie for the bros. That will make the bros laugh their asses off. It made me laugh my ass off. This face right here. Okay. These 2 pictures are a lot better. Colt Ford. That inspires some stereotypes right there. But this picture right here just is not... It's okay. It's got a great backdrop here. Like this one picture right here. He's got a much better background than all of my Tinder profile pictures that I had. Same for this one, but I mean, like, he's focusing so much on the fish. Like, all his... Like, I don't know the other pictures that he's got. Yep, she makes a fair point over here. Hold on. He's not entitled to pussy. Sorry. Yes, he is. Why are most women cruel and selfish? Incredible things happen in the incel radicalization prevention space. OnlyFans star that Cami Strella is on public service mission to have sex with virgin men when a hoe's out here doing the Lord's work, that might actually make things worse, because here you have this hot chick, and suddenly that is where the bar is set, and now he's going to expect a lot more. That could cause some problems. Okay, let's go back here. I don't know. I think this is sweet. It shows who he is and what he likes to do. And the right woman will find his profile and be have 2 million times. So, what do I think his problem is? He probably spends too much time out here fishing rather than, showing up. The thing about women is you got to go to where the women are and you need to talk to them there. The conversation about how do you talk to women where the women are anywhere women are going to be, which is anywhere people are going to be, because they're more social than men. So I don't really hear too much about women becoming hobbits. I don't think that's the right word. Not hobbits, women, hermits. Why did I mix the two? That's why you don't hear about women becoming hermits really all that often. It's mostly, like, dudes. Like, the only time you hear about women doing anything hermit-like is whenever they're, like, old and their husbands die. So he needs to show up. Like, this guy, like, this face right here, he would actually kill it in the bars in the Midwest. Because that's where I'm from. Like, I've been out-gamed by guys who look like this. At least in the early days. And, of course, there are still women who would prefer to sleep with this guy than they would me. I mean, look at me. Look at my delts. I think I'm pretty attractive. Once I shave the stash, this stash does not suit me. But there's still going to always be women that would prefer this over me. And even though I think I'm a funny guy, this is a cornbread country-fed motherfucker. Look at him. He's not showing up, and I think that's the main problem. He's not going out and actually meeting women. He's expecting the app to do everything for him. And that's the biggest problem that you got here. 2 million times. Damn. Wait. On Tinder for 5 years and 93 days? Huh. Still makes me laugh. Anyways, back to the big screen me. Is pretentious enough for you guys? Anyways, I feel like he might actually have more luck if he went on to Facebook dating because, I mean, it starts with the people in your immediate area, and if it turns out you might know somebody from them, you can, click on the people that you know, ask them about so whatever, see how that goes. There's less of a stigma of being a hoe on Facebook dating. However, Tinder is specifically known as the hoeing app. Like Tinder and Snapchat, you're either buying drugs or you're hoeing. That is the only reason for Snapchat to exist in the way that it does. Tinder is basically let's be hoes app. Bumble, yeah, Bumble's a bit more serious, but at the same time, it's kind of got a little bit of a bad rap. Not as bad of a rap, but it's still a bad rap. Now, that being said, this guy getting swiped 2 million times. Holy crap. 5 years on Tinder. What, did you not buy premium? Yeah, I got matches better whenever I had premium too. So, I mean, that could also be a factor there. Whereas Facebook dating, I think Facebook dating is just... Since Facebook is entirely free... How does Facebook actually make money? Since Facebook's free, I mean, you got more people who are actually, real-ass people. Like, I've literally... Since I recently got back into, trying the whole online dating thing... Just to see how it goes. I've literally only had one girl trying to promote her OnlyFans. Out of all the people I matched with. Just one. And of course, me being me, my response was, well, I just so happen to be, a little bit of a photographer. And I like to do camera stuff too. So if you'd like, I could, help you out with that just to see if she takes the bait. So, there's a bit of curiosity there. What the hell is what? I got one hair that's constantly itching my nose. So if you see me scratch my face, that's why. Okay. So, what is this guy's problem other than the lack of charisma and presence in his photos? What is his problem? It's real simple. He's not present. That's the thing with a lot of these guys. They're not present in the moment. I mean, you got the pictures of him, when he's got that nice backdrop, he's a bit more in the moment, but that one picture of him just, holding the fish, and he's just and both him and the fish look uncomfortable. It lacks charisma. It lacks that initial presence that you need to, latch somebody into that. Like I said before, whenever I was, doing the breakdown on it, I had professional photographers take photos for me for my profiles. And I don't have any of those photos anymore. I've since lost that computer. That's what I get for, pirating movies. Yeah, I literally gave my last PC digital herpes. That's embarrassing as fuck. But anyways, I haven't used Tinder in 2 years. I didn't even know the whole "you've been swiped right" thing even exists. So, I'm genuinely curious about that. I had professional photographers a professional photographer take all my photos. And the 2 photos that I had that weren't professionally done was my chick friend who I took out for sushi. Guess what we did later on that night? And then she went off to college. Go live your dreams, honey. And a picture that I took of my dog, because, dogs, they give the warm fuzzies. And there's a lot to break down there, but there's a reason why I gave you guys Alex from Playing with Fire. The guy's much better at talking about dating profiles than me. If I ever make a video on it, it's going to be after I've done a hell of a lot more work on my ability to do dating profiles. But 90% of what I know comes from that one particular guy. A guy who, like I said before, most of the time you see PUA guys, they're just trying to upsell you into more and more programs and boot camps. No. I don't think Alex is like that. He seems to genuinely know his shit, and the stuff that he's done actually seems to work. And so along with that, I think the guy's biggest problem is that he's not present. I feel like if he actually went out and talked to women out in the Serengeti and, you know, actually met them in person, then he would have more luck. Because I've seen guys uglier than this dude pull women incredibly easy. How do they do it? Because they actually showed the fuck up. If you ask a girl out in person, it works a hell of a lot better for you than if you just like, hey, can I see your titties? Doing things in person it's a hell of a lot more powerful because you're right there. You can see the rejection. You're literally facing off against the rejection or any possibility of anything negative, of any negative outcomes at all. But when you're right there, it shows a hell of a lot more balls and presence. For example, there's this chick that I knew. Straight up. Like, she was telling me about how she got her nipples pierced and all that other fun shit like that, just like recently, like within the day. Now, if she told me that while we were texting and I asked to see them, she would have been like, ugh, you're such a creep. But me doing that in person, now remember, this is also the very same day that she had them done. Make a couple of jokes, and then, you know, like, she mentioned that, and then it was like, okay, yeah, show me. Right there in the parking lot of my workplace, because at the time I worked at a pizza place. I was just outside smoking a cigarette, having a conversation with her. She's like, what? What? Yeah, show me. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of things that go into why I was able to do that. Most of it is my presence. Most of it is how I make the girl feel. That's what got me to see those titties. And this guy, his lack of presence in his profile, he ain't ever going to see no titties at all. Poor guy. I wish him the best of luck. That hoodie I found hilarious, but you don't want to put that on a dating profile. It really filters you out. Yes. I need to get that. I need to get that hoodie. Like part of me actually wants to rename this like whole thing like Sit Ya Coaching. Just because of that, but like, no, I'm not going to do that because it's not just going to be a dating coaching service. Eventually, I do want to add business coaching. It's just whether or not I can get the guy who's owned businesses and, you know, worked on some things. If I can get him to join me. Plots. But, yeah, that's all I really have to say about this guy. Someone get a hold of him. I want to give him a little bit of free coaching. I want to give him, like, one day, you know, sit down, interview him on his feelings and have a conversation with him. I think it'd be absolutely wonderful. Somebody get a hold of this guy, send him to me. The Twitter's down below, and so is the Instagram, which is how you can contact me if you want coaching. And we can get this guy. Besides, I got 6 slots open, and I really want to stop hounding the fuckers on Reddit to get coaching clients. I should actually talk about, like, how I set up my coaching programs. Anyways, have a
She's
good one.
got a smile that lights the room, a love that's blooming, or so they assume. But in the shadow, she's got a plan, a secret kept from her leading man. He's waiting quiet, he don't make a sound. She keeps him close when no one's around. Back pocket man, just a spare in her hand, a safety net for a heart that might land. She's playing her game, keeping love on a string. He's her maybe, her might have been king. Oh, back pocket man, waiting out of sight, hoping one day she'll see the light. Her boyfriend's golden, or so it seems, but she's still dreaming in backup scenes. A whispered call when the night gets cold, a little comfort from a story untold. He knows his place, he's biding time, a hidden hope in a fragile line. Back pocket man, just a spare in her hand, a safety net for a heart that might land. She's playing her game, keeping love on a string. He's her maybe, her might have been king. Oh, back pocket man, waiting out of sight, hoping one day she'll see the light. She says, it's nothing, just a friend I know. But he's the one she runs to when the cracks start to show. He's patient, steady, like a shadow that stays, living for the chance she'll turn his way. But she's holding tight to the life she's got, while he's the afterthought she ain't forgot. Back pocket man, just a spare in her hand, a safety net for a heart that might land. She's playing her game, keeping love on a string. He's her maybe, her might have been king. Oh, back pocket man, waiting out of sight, hoping one day she'll see the light. One day she'll choose, or maybe she won't, keep him forever, or tell him don't. Till then he's there, in the dark, in the fold, a back pocket man with a heart of gold.